Hi friend, today I am going to explain you the mutual fund, how to select a scheme within a scheme category. In the last lecture, we have discussed the scheme selection in mutual fund and related criterias we have discussed. In this today's lecture, I am going to discuss the parameters on which we can select the mutual fund schemes. We are going to discuss deeply what are the parameters and what things we should check under that particular parameter to select a right scheme within a scheme category. So let us discuss. In India, all the 45 AMCs that are permitted to do business in India, or the figure may be changed, but whatever the AMCs that are permitted to do business in India meet the minimum eligibility criteria set by SEBI. SEBI is very stringent regulatory authority and very particular about the eligibility criteria. So there is not an issue about the eligibility minimum eligibility required for AMC to do business in India. But we have to check other things to select the scheme. We are going to discuss. 14 different AMCs have different approaches, style, value system in doing business. So each AMC have their style and the operating system and different approaches, styles and value system while doing a business. An investor has to be comfortable with the AMC before investing in any of its scheme. So investor should feel comfortable. He should not worry about his investment. So get the uh, uh, he should get the protection such that he feels the comfortable with his investment. An investor buying into scheme is essentially buying into its portfolio. So when investor buys the scheme, he chooses his portfolio to invest. Most of the AMC share the portfolio of all their schemes on their website on a monthly basis. So we can observe that these AMCs put their all the portfolios on their website on a monthly basis. Investors should evaluate whether the fund's portfolio reflects its investment objective and that the fund manager follow the strategy and style that the scheme intend to follow according to its offer document. So whatever the objective or the investment strategy or style given in the offer document, when first time investor goes to invest, so you can check that these AMC is following its said strategy, style and the portfolio objective or not. So you can go to the website of that particular AMC and you can check that what is the proportion of the portfolio where company AMC have invested, and it is according to objective or not, according to style said in the offer document or not, etc. You can check on the website of the so it is the compulsory by the SEBI to share all these things on their website for the AMC. Experienced researchers can also identify how true a fund manager is to the promised investment style. So the researcher or somewhat expert can observe that uh, fund manager is following his style, investment style or strategies said in the offer document or not on the information given on the website. So large proportion of fully valued frontline stock in the portfolio of a value fund is indicative of the fund manager not being true to the promised investment style. So a large proportion, where large proportion invested by the fund manager, we can check that. And fully valued, which are the fully valued frontline stocks in the portfolio. So it is a indicative, that it is a indicator that what is fund manager is doing, what fund manager is doing. So we get from the website and the information shared by asset management company. And we also get that from the proportion of investment, that the fund manager is following promised investment style or not. A short-term debt fund that takes significant exposure to long-term debt instrument to generate better returns may be taking on more risk than what the investor are comfortable with. So short-term debt and the long-term debt instrument, which indicates that they give the idea that the fund manager is taking more risk than they have said in the offer document, or not taking. So we get from it. An MIP that takes aggressive equity position for better returns may be exposing the investors to higher risk than what they signed up for. So an MIP also, MIP that takes aggressive equity position for better return, that also indicate that the fund manager is taking higher risk than they have stated, or they have told in the offer document. Investor in non-gilt debt scheme should track the credit quality of the portfolio and watch out for sector concentration in the portfolio, even if the securities have a high credit rating. Even securities have high credit rating, the grading is higher for that particular instrument where fund manager invested. Investor also should check or track the credit quality of the portfolio, and the watch out for the sector concentration in the portfolio. Means in which sector most of the fund invested. For example, IT sector, for example, banking sector. In which sectors instruments selected for the investment by fund manager, it is called the concentration of the portfolio. So where it is concentrated, we can track that. And on through this indication, we can get easily what is fund manager is doing. Long-term watchers of mutual fund performance also develop view on AMC fund manager that are more prescient in identifying changes in the market. So long-term watching of the AMCs and fund manager styles, we can make the view about the fund manager and the asset management company's style of investment, and their strength to identify the changes in the market trend, so that they to get the better return, how much they are strong enough to identify the market situation, trends and changes. So now let us discuss the parameters that are considered while selecting scheme within a category. What are the parameter you should check to identify the or to select the scheme within a category? First criteria is fund performance. The fund's performance is a primary criterion in a selection from amongst other schemes. The return that the fund has generated relative to its benchmark are evaluated over a period of time. So fund performance is very important criteria to select this scheme, and the return which has generated by the fund. So it is a relative, it is a benchmark we can evaluate over a period of time. Second is the fund should ideally have consistently outperformed the benchmark. Not only should it have outperformed in a bull market, but in a falling market, it should have been able to protect the downside. So not only when market in a bull position, or when market is flourishing, market is increasing, in that situation not only it should outperform, but in a falling market it should have been able to protect the downside. So the how it is protecting the portfolio from decreasing the asset value in the falling market. So when downside the market has the downside, so uh, it should ideally consistently outperform the benchmark. So this is the second criteria to judge the fund performance. In case of equity fund, the performance should be seen for a longer period, at least 5 years. So the performance period should be at least 5 years when it is a equity fund. So it should be seen for a longer period, at least 5 years and more than that. So this is the third criteria to measure the fund performance, equity fund performance. Next is, while for a long-term debt fund, at least 3 years performance need to be considered for short-term. So in case of debt fund, at least 3 years fund should perform and need to be considered for a short-term. Next criteria, next parameters to judge the fund performance is, debts fund shorter performance period is suitable. The fund performance against the peer group should also be considered to make the right selection. So fund performance against the peer group should have be should also be considered, means the funds in that category compared to that compared to group of such funds. Suppose a mutual fund is investing in debt instruments, then which are the other schemes of other asset management companies uh, invested in that debt fund, and how they are performing is also to be considered to make the right selection to judge the fund performance. And for the debt fund, shorter performance period is suitable. For equity fund, longer performance period is suitable. Next, the criteria to judge the fund performance is, the mutual fund provides the cumulative performance of the scheme in terms of CAGR, cumulative annual growth rate, that is CAGR. So mutual fund provides the cumulative performance of the scheme, the benchmark and the additional benchmark depending upon the type of scheme, for the last 1 year, 3 years or 5 years, and since starting or inception. So these performance you can check, that is CAGR. For short-term debt funds like liquid fund, the return data is made available for shorter periods such as 7 days, 15 days and 1 month, also which are more relevant given the likely holding period of investor in such schemes. So in the shorter term debt fund like liquid fund, you should check, or investor should check the last period, shorter period data such as 7 days, 15 days, 1 month according to the scheme. Next parameter is, the cumulative returns data helps evaluate how the fund performed for various holding period. So cumulative return data you should evaluate to check the fund performance for various holding periods according to the periods. Next fund performance judging criteria is, these returns help evaluate the consistency with which the mutual fund was able to generate returns over different period and market situation. So these return and these criterias, when we consistently evaluate, it shows us the mutual fund's ability to generate returns over different period and market situations. And in a nutshell, we can call it fund performance. Next criteria, to parameters to check before the selecting the scheme, that is fund portfolio. What is portfolio? Portfolio means the basket of asset in which the investor or the fund invested. Means suppose if you have the 1 lakh rupees, then the 10,000 rupees share, then 10,000 rupees bond, then 10,000 rupees bank FD, then 10,000 rupees invested in government securities, like that. So all these asset basket is called portfolio. So what is the fund portfolio? Where the fund invested, it is called portfolio. In which asset fund have invested, we can call it portfolio. So what is the fund portfolio? If we check the fund portfolio, then we get the idea to select the right scheme within a category. So first is, the fund's portfolio has to be evaluated to determine the risk and return in the schemes. So portfolio we can evaluate to determine the risk and return in the schemes. So where it is investing in the highly risky asset or into relatively safer or the safe assets. So depend on that, the risk and return is we can observe. Means suppose if the fund is investing in equity, then the risk is there, the risk is more and return is also more, can be more. And if it is investing in the gilted securities, then the return may be lower, but the risk is lower. So like that you can evaluate the portfolio. Next is, in case of equity fund, the level of diversification across sector, the stocks, the market segment in which the fund invested. Means in equity market, in which sector and which stock selected for investment. The extent of cash held and the conviction showed in terms of the length of holding in stocks and churn in the portfolio. The strategy adopted for selecting securities for the portfolio and managing it have to be considered. So which criteria we should check to judge the fund portfolio is the extent of cash held and conviction showed in terms of the length of the stocks, holding in the stocks. Then the strategy adopted for selecting securities and for the portfolio and managing it. So all these things we should consider before judging the fund portfolio. In case of debt funds, the average maturity and duration of the portfolio, the credit risk profile, the contribution of interest and capital gains to the total return of the fund. In case of debt fund, the average maturity we should check, and duration of the portfolio we should check. The credit risk profile, the contribution of interest and capital gains to the total returns we should check. The liquid holding in the portfolio, and all these things we need to be evaluated before making an investment decisions. So all these we should do the post-mortem of the portfolio and evaluate it before making an investment decision. Next criteria to be considered for selecting the scheme: fund age. A fund with a long history has a track record that can be studied. A new fund managed by a portfolio manager with lackluster track record is definitely avoidable. So the fund history, that is the how long fund is in the market, that is called fund age. So longer the fund age, the long history we can track. The newer the fund, then we cannot track the past record or history. So the fund age is the matter. A few fund that offers a new investment opportunity should be evaluated for its suitability. So new funds that offer investment opportunity should be evaluated before investing in. Fund age is especially important for equity schemes where there are more investment options and divergence in performance of schemes within the same category tend to be more. So fund is very important in case of equity schemes, because the longer the period time period, the longer the return is depend on the in how long investment is in the equity market. So fund is the important criteria to consider while selecting scheme within a category. So friends, more criterias and more parameters we are going to discuss in the next lecture. In this lecture, that much enough. So thank you for watching. See you in the next lecture. Write your name and roll number in the comment box. Thank you. See you again.